Seniac puts heavy traffic ban in. Farming industry? But how do we make money now? Seniac, let's ban all heavy traffic and also no combustion engines. Me. There goes your farmer with a hay bale in his Prius. Lol. Me. Rome wasn't built in a day. Seniac. Eco Kingdom was built in 46 minutes and 23 seconds. Me. Moans. Seniac. Please don't moan. Seniac. We're going to make an eco-land a happy and peaceful place. Me. Still waiting for a communist country to emerge. Guys, welcome back to another episode of the Fool's Kingdom here in City Skylines, where last episode we built our brand new kingdom. Not just any kingdom, our second industrial kingdom, which turns out to be the eco-friendly, nature-loving, no meat-eating, all plant-based diet civilization, which we called it. What did we call it again? I kind of forgot what we called it right now. We called it Ecoland, and that was kind of a placeholder name because I wanted you guys to give me some name suggestions in the comment section down below. Now, some of the cool stuff about this place is it's got so many policies thrown on. And I know I banned heavy traffic, I know I banned combustion engines and all that kind of jazz. I know, but that is the challenges that comes from Ecoland. That is what we're going to find out today. It's going to be quite a cool little kind of scenario to see, can we really build a civilization, a kingdom, a city, an island with all these policies? I mean, we can't allow combustion engines. These damn folios will go mad. But guys, as always, if you have been enjoying the series so far and this episode, then please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you're new in here, then make sure you do subscribe so you are notified when that next episode does come out. Now, this episode, we're going to slowly start to build the industrial side of this kingdom. I need to get an exportation area set up because currently the commercial ain't liking it. They got nowhere to buy the goods. They got nowhere to sell the goods apart from the peeps that currently live in here. We've had 2 buildings burned down, very weirdly, within our little park that we created. Not too sure what's happened there. There's a burned spot there. There's a burned spot over here. Where's the fire department right now? Where are you? You're here. Are you even working right now? I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. But I asked you guys to give me some name suggestions for what we could call this brand new kingdom. And wow, I was surprised with the creativity you guys came out with. And there was a lot of eco-based names, and there was a lot of vegan-based names. So what I've done is I've combined a bunch of you guys' suggestions, and this is what I've came out with. Veganville. Veganville. Now, I'm just going to throw it out there, guys. It's a small, it's not a village. It's going to expand into a beautiful little empire. And they're full of, I mean, you can just tell by the name. You can tell by the name what type of people live here. There's probably a bunch of Karens that live here right now. So I'll let you guys' kind of imagination wonder what type of people that you can encounter in Veganville. Yep. We're going down that road. We're going down that road, boys. So appreciate the suggestions, guys. It's I find this one hilarious. I really do. Now, what's interesting is, again, like I said, we've got the combustion heavy traffic thingies, but it doesn't stop the services from being, there we go, from being used. So that's a good kind of thing for us. So we need to get this place up and running then. We need to start making some money from Veganville because at the moment, we've spent a lot of money to keep this place up and running. We now need to make a lot of money. Now, how it's going to work is around all the edges is where we pretty much, right, going to have all the farming area. Now, I don't expect it to be a huge, mega infrastructure, a huge, ridiculous industry. It's going to make us like $1 gazillion dollars. It's going to be basic. These guys care about their natural landscape. Even though they're farming the land and using natural resources and all that kind of good stuff, they're still quite, concerned about the footprint that they're leaving. So we ain't gonna go too mad, but at the same time, it's gotta make us some money because this island is costing us a freaking fortune right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first implement the exploitation area. Now what we'll do is let me just kind of first see where the boat routes are. I mean, I suppose it doesn't really matter because I can create my own boat routes and stuff like that. But I want it in an area that one is going to be easy to access via vehicles. and also easy to access if we then implement a train route in. Now, I say train route because, like all good stuff, it's good to have cargo station dotted all over the place so we can kind of export the goods a whole lot easier. Now, granted, I know they are going to be quite heavy polluters, these cargo trains, which is what I want you guys to let me know right now. Can you reskin a cargo train? If so, how do you do it? And if you can do it, can you find me like an electric version? That would greatly appreciate. These guys of Veganville will love you for it, guys. But I'm going to place it over here. Now, what I need to do for the shipping side of things is I need to create a ship path that kind of just comes down to here. All it's going to do is that. I'm not going to have an outside connection because obviously that will cause issues down the long run. But just keep it really, really simple. Now, by importing or placing in a cargo harbour, what this is actually now going to do for us is simply allow Veganville to be able to trade goods from the False Kingdom, Freedonia, because they can drive across the bridge, and even Oil Town as well, which is quite exciting. I am quite excited about that. And also they can bring goods in and out from the outside of the region and sell goods outside of the region too. So, which is quite cool, because now they're going to be self-sufficient to a certain extent. So first things first, and I need to get this connected to the road network. So I know this is all on a kind of bumpy ground and whatnot, but let's just keep this really, really simple to begin with. Okay, no dramas. No dramas right now. Now, yeah, we're using them with trees. That's a double check that we're using them on with trees. And if I pick this point here to go kind of straight up, I'll kind of position some of this to get it like as central as possible. Now, I think it'd be a better idea to move this slightly to there. We're going to unhook it, and we're going to turn it into a one-way system. So the traffic can flow in, and then simply flow out. So we want it to go in that direction. Now, it's currently 10, give or take a few, on that side. So if I bring this over to there, which means we should be able to then do a 5x5 bend system to create our beautiful little oval. So 5x5, 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 there we go, 5x5. That was kind of a 6x5, but I'll let that one slide. Sweet, so that comes down to there, sweet. And we're going to stick a roundabout here. Guys, I know I'm going crazy with the roundabouts recently. I'm just enjoying the fact. I'm embracing them. Let's just say that. I'm slightly starting to embrace the roundabouts. Okay, so leave me alone. Right, okay, so I'm going to get rid of all crossing. And I like to do this manually. I know there's ways in which I can have it automatically do it for me. But the reason I like to do it manually is because it makes me consistently understand the roundabout situation. It also allows me to kind of... If I keep doing it, I embed it in my brain. This is how it's meant to work. This is how it's meant to go. Then hopefully, as time goes on, I'll just kind of keep improving and get better at building roundabouts and stuff like that. But let's just keep it super basic. So this then, if possible, boys... get rid of trees. I'm going to select all of this. And I want it to align to the same height as maybe as this node here. Let me just see what that would look like. So align to object height of you. And do you know what? Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. We'll just sort the land out real quick. We'll maybe up the brush size. Smooth it all out slightly. There we go. Only very kind of briefly, we're just kind of smoothing it all out. And we're pretty much all set up, aren't we? We're pretty much all just set up. So bring that down to there and get it all connected. I'll follow the highway as it goes. And of course, we need electricity. Now, as of right now, all we're going to have in this area at the minute is the exportation section. That's all we're pretty much going to have until we get everything else all up and running. So if I go into play mode now, with what I've just done, we have the exportation area now set up, which means we can now import, export goods, and the small little bit that I've got all set up within Veganville should now be able to thrive. So we should see a lot of vehicles now then leaving the little town section. Or not. Maybe we just gotta wait for a cargo ship to come in first. I reckon that's what we're gonna have to wait for first. But at least we've got the exploitation area now set up then for when we do go down the route of building the industrial side of things. Which is, you know, kind of exciting. So watching my monies right now, because we're on that fine balance where we make money, we lose a bit of money. We make money, we lose a bit of money. We make money, we lose a little bit of money. So we just got to keep an eye on that. Because we got to fund the build of a farming industry. And that is what we've got to do. So how is the Oil Town Corp doing right now? That's still ticking along pretty sweet. I ain't got no much complaints about that. A little bit of pollution there is almost gone. It's almost gone here. It's still hiding within the Bay Area here, which will eventually go over time. But how are we doing now? Any cargo? Oh, there we go. We must have had one arrive because now we got a load of vehicles in Veganville, which are now going to fill up all the businesses and give them all the goods that they need to sell. And then push this place in the right direction. Yes. It's exciting, isn't it? It is quite exciting. So here comes the first lot of vehicles then. In they come. And then toot along they will. And give all the businesses their goods. So they're also complaining about there's not enough educated workers. Now we'll settle those issues again as time goes on. But it's amazing how they're already kind of complaining about there's not enough educated workers. Really, isn't it? It's like, how many? What kind of educated peeps do you need? I mean, it's just general education, isn't it? Now, I haven't got any schools in here just yet, but I ain't going to throw any just yet anyway, because I don't want to make them too educated, because then they won't start working in the big farming industries that we're now going to create. So I think then we'll use this big open section here as being our farming land area. And we're probably going to end up having loads of roundabouts dotted around all of this, but let's set this up. So, right. We'll keep to this kind of system, and we'll bring here a road coming down to about there. And I do one here as well. And that'll be the two entry points into this area. Now, whether I connect them on the inside, I'm not too sure just yet. It remains to be seen. But I want to first build the main building to the farming area. So, should I get the one with the grass in the middle? I think that would be pretty cool. And where do I place this main building? It's got to be around here somewhere, hasn't it? So if I pick this section, and say if I brought that out by 50, I'm liking using the trees, the grass in there, because I think it looks pretty sweet. It'll probably change as time goes on. And I think I'll create the main building over here. So if I bring this up... Oh, actually, that's a point first. Let me see how big the main building is. Where's the farming? This is not farming, this is farming. Main building. Okay, it's not as big as I was expecting it to be. So I'll do a 10 by 10 bend. And then we'll bring it down a tad more. And within this bend, we'll bring that down and in. And then we'll create our little main building. So our little main building can just be squeezed here, as it's then kind of surrounded by the beautifulness of the land it's going to claim. So what do we call this industrial area? That's going to be an interesting one, isn't it? So let me first zone the area. So what would a vegan-based nation call their main industry? Right, you know what, guys? Let me know in the comment section right now. I'm going to call this Vegan Inc., right? That's literally all I'm going to call it. Oh, that's a point. Animal products. Do they make animal products? I mean, they are vegans, but is there a dark side to these vegans where they profit off the animal trade industry, even though they don't consume it themselves? Oh, there could be a plot twist in this kingdom, couldn't there? Guys, let me know in the comment section right now. Is there a plot twist? What do we call this industry? Oh, that changes everything right now, doesn't it? That really does. So we're going to extend off this road anyway. Bring it down by 50. And how far would this go? Okay, we might as well just connect them. But if I... by 50... and if I come back by 20... and then just kind of go up... Come back by 20 and just kind of go up. Just so I know where the key points are to kind of enter this next little section. Oh, that changed. That having a little bit of a like an evil backstory behind it kind of like really changes what we could potentially do in here. So I'm going to bring this up then by 15 on both sides. There we go. And I think we'll choose this point here to go straight across it as well. I'm trying to think of like a little network I can create that is, you know, friendly to traffic, doesn't have too many issues, and should be quite nice for us. So, right, we'll come up here by 10. Wait, what is that distance? It's 18. Yeah, I thought it was a little bit off. Now, bring that up by 10. So it's a little bit all staggered and stuff like that, but this might be how it could work pretty well. So we'll keep it basic to begin with. And we'll have, because obviously I'm trying to save money, how much are these crop fields? Oh, I think we could go a little bit bigger. Some mediums, or how big are the large? Oh, the large are very large, aren't they? Okay. We'll stick to a couple of mediums to begin with. So if I dropped one there. Hang on, let me check the large on this. Oh, the large can go there. They're 12,000. If I do the same on this side, one there, and then one there. It's very expensive to kind of get all this up and running, isn't it? It really is. So if I do 2 there of these fields, these are all crop fields. We got to get some small or medium fruit ones down too. And then if I, how much of these, are these 12,000 as well? Yes. So if I dropped in exactly opposite these fruit fields as well, you're telling me the vegans aren't going to love these? They're going to love these. And then storage-wise, how big is a barn? How much does a barn hold? 500,000. These hold 600,000. We'll go for these silos. So I'll drop a silo there and there. We'll drop a silo there and there. These are 22,000, these silos. Oh my goodness me, they're 22,000. Seniac, you're spending money like it's infinite. Right, do the waterworks going across. And we are going to follow the road network as if we were actually laying the pipe down ourselves through the road. There we go. And of course, it's going to need some power. So what we do, we kind of run all the power lines on the inner side of the highway to begin with. And then you're going to need power 2. So everyone's up and running. Now initially we should see like a big bulk of traffic go into all these silos as it slowly fills them all up. And then once we have like a dominant amount of exports leaving out, we can then think about doing a train network which can come through and kind of tear down this middle road. But this is good. You're driving down the highway, you see all the fields and the big factories. It ain't too bad, is it? So we can change what each of these fields do. So they're doing what? Wheat. They're doing cotton, cotton, and wheat. So can we change these smaller ones to doing potatoes? We'll do these 2 here, potatoes. So we've got cotton in that one and cotton in that one. And we'll change these 2 here to doing corn. There we go. So we have 2 of each except for the greenhouse. Now these are greenhouses. I can change these 2 to being apple. Actually, we'll get rid of all of the greenhouses. So they'll be both apples. These will be both oranges. Now I know it's only really in the appearance, but you get a better scope of it. It looks more vibrant, these 2, don't they, than just a standard greenhouse. So as it is right now in Vegan Inc., we are yet to do any exporting. We've only got 43 workers out of the potential 344 that we could have. So no, we're losing a little bit of money, but we're technically not making any money just yet. So it would be a good idea then to start expanding the residential area. So keep it simple, basic. I'll go up by 30 here. Across by 40 and down. And we're going to keep to this grid method that we currently got right now. 30 by 40. Bam. Keep it all going across because it's an easy way for me to bulk a lot of the residents in. So just by that alone, if we then go across, I fill up residential all here. I'll eventually have commercial in this middle bit, so don't worry about that just yet. This is just to get a few extra workers in. And still no exports, because at the minute they're filling up all the silos, is what they're doing. So once it starts making a little bit of profit, then we're on a good one. We're on a good one at that point, boys. But it's the start of something beautiful, boys. It's the start of something beautiful. So we're getting then all this. Oh, actually, can I now change the zoning of any of this? No, not quite just yet. We might as well also, because obviously we do have a little bit of commercial demand too. Fill in these two areas here with commercial, because it's right near where you get off the ship when you arrive as a tourist and currently as a citizen. That will also satisfy a little bit of our commercial demand, which should then hopefully grow some industrial demand and residential demand. Sorry, I should say. So let that do what it's got to do. Slowly getting people moving in. All good, all good, all good. And then 43 workers is still 43 workers. So I'm still waiting for people to arrive. We're still waiting for people to arrive. And I've also got to think about as well is setting up public transport between a couple of the kingdoms. Now, what will be the way to go forward with this? Do I first start with a ferry line? Do I build airports? What are we thinking, guys? What is the way that we connect them up from the get-go? Some of the places, like kingdoms that are quite close by, can have like trade deals and stuff like that, and like, you know, movement of citizens kind of deals with them. Like where, like, say like Falls Kingdom here, and this kingdom could maybe then have like a tunnel that connects underneath, or a subway line, you know, something like that. Because they could have like a trade deal within them, like how Fredonia has the bridge across. So some kingdoms will be connected, but some won't. And you have to travel to a different kingdom to be able to travel to the kingdom that you want. You have to do like layover stops and stuff like that. So, right, 43, it's still 43 workers. Why does no vegans want to work here? Do I have to set up a bus route to get these guys over here right now? Why you no work here, guys? Why you no work in Veganville? But let me see anyway, because I do have like really strong industrial demands and stuff like that. So I've got to think of ways in which I can increase the residential demand to get more people moving in, right? So we have a little bit of industrial. So I'm going to spend a little bit of industrial over here in Fredonia. There we go. I'm going to kind of fill it up to this little section just there. Nice. That will spend a little bit of that demand. How much commercial do we have over here? We have quite a bit. But I'm going to slightly step it up a notch. No, we actually got quite a bit over here, haven't we? I don't feel like we need any more commercial. Got a big chunk of commercial over there. We don't really have... we do have quite a bit of commercial everywhere, don't we? Are they really wanting more commercial? Are you sure about that? I might as well just kind of think about filling this up then. So commercial to there, commercial up to here. And I'll take it by 2 there, just to kind of semi-gate it in line with the residential. Now, does the electricity connect all the way down? It does. So I'm thinking, if I get it to stop here, and then delete these power lines going all the way down right now, that then opens up your boys' zoning to be able to get more commercial in. Nice. So we got shopping areas near all these residential areas, which again is now aiding the growth of the residential. Right, that's going to bring more people over to Vegan Inc. right now. Still 43 workers? Really? Wait, hold on. Is that number right? I'm confused with this number. It says 43 out of 344 workers. But then when you click on the info, it's got so many workers. Are you okay, game? I'm not sure if you're okay or not. I don't know. I don't know. Right, all these are now pretty much filled up. But nobody wants to export anything, do they? Now, is that because I have the combustion engine ban on? Maybe I do legit need to turn it off, right? Because nobody's is actually doing anything, are they? Right, if I get rid of then the... Where is it? City planning. The combustion engine ban. If I get rid of that, will then all the vehicles then start leaving the area to export? Why does nobody in Veganville want to export? Right, we got rid of the combustion engine ban. Maybe the heavy traffic ban. Will that do it? No. Is it electric cars is the issue? No. What is it then? Why would they not export the goods? Oh. No, I say you don't think it's because there's an issue with this here, but no, because vehicles are driving in. Why will you not export goods? You have 3 tons of crops coming in. What if I chose to dump right now? Like empty the silo? No. Wait, what's going on? Are the vegans revolting? Are they like, yo, nobody's going to get our goods. They're only for ourselves right now? What if I place down a production building? So, if I dropped in a small little flour mill, let's just say I squeezed it here for the sake of it. Drop the power directly over. It's got water. Still nothing. Right, there's an issue here, isn't there? There's an issue here. Okay, so it's nothing to do with any of this. City planning. No loud noise at night. It's not that. It won't be any of that. I just feel like there's something not right because Vegan Inc. here also says there's only 43 workers. When we know that's not the case. Oh, don't tell me it's because of that. Don't tell me this whole time it was because the main building didn't have any water. Right, if it now starts working, I'm going to go mad. No, it still doesn't want to work. But now we do have the workers, though. We do now have the workers. That thing's now updated correctly. So what's the reason nobody wants to export any goods? Come on, guys. Come on. Something doesn't seem quite right, does it? It doesn't. It can't be because of the crime rate, is it? Let me see what happens when they come in here. Something's off, isn't there? And I can't quite put my finger on it. I can't quite put my finger on it. So what I'll do, turn the building on and off first. Nothing happens. Right. I'll then destroy the building. Let me pause it. Place it back in. There we go. It's trying to work, isn't it? It's trying to work, but it doesn't want to work. Right, okay. Okay. Now, it can't be this, because people are using this exploitation area. I don't have any other power usage. Smoke detector distribution. Everything seems like what I've currently got selected is not an issue for it. But somehow, it's a freaking issue for it. These roads are all normal. It's now working. I found out what the issue... Well, I didn't find out what the issue was. I tried many things. At first, I thought, oh, maybe it's those roads that they don't like. And turns out, no, it wasn't that. I thought, okay, so maybe they can't... I'll stick roundabouts on to make the junction seem a bit easier. And I'm thinking, no, that didn't work either. We placed down a flour mill production building. Nothing happened. I then thought to myself, hang on, maybe they can't get out of this area. So I dropped the silo on this side. And then they drove to it and filled it up and went back. And I'm thinking, what is going on? Why are they not working? And then while I did that, I saved the game, reloaded the game, and now all of a sudden it works fine. Like, yeah, because this game is utter, pure, and complete knowledge right now. So my vegan ink is actually now making money. We're exporting the raw crops, and now we're actually making flour. A lot earlier than I expected to, but hey ho, there we go. I haven't added onto these junctions just yet all the stuffs. So let me just get all this stuff done right now. Wait, did I do this one right? I did this one right, didn't I? No. Oh my goodness me. See? Guys, I can already see it in the comment section right now. I already messed up this roundabout. This is why I have to manually do this stuff. Because I get it wrong so easy. I do apologise. Look, I'm doing it again now. Look at me. Will I learn? I will never learn, boys. There's a moment where I think I'm getting it right. And then I take one step forward, 2 steps back. But that does that then. Let me just do all the giveaway stuff real quick. Boom. See, this is what I mean. I have to manually do it. Otherwise, I will never learn it. And I've just proven my point from earlier. I got it completely wrong. So let's just leave it like that anyway. Keep it pretty basic. This brand new vegan ink, which is already a 3-star, which that surprises me. It's already a 3-star when I've only just barely started exporting right now. But we got enough goods anyway to start exporting to make a bit of profit. So it will make some profit for quite some time because I still got so much stored in that silos because we never exported any of it. So keep it going. I even put some more on this side too. So what I'll do is I'll place down some extra silo storage just here. And I think I've got plenty right now for Veganville to start making us some money. Good stuff. So. Do we now continue to get the rest of this stuff up and running and done? I think we should. And what I'm also thinking as well is about creating a bridge over this road. I don't want to do a connection because it's too close to the roundabout. But what are we saying if I do a bridge that goes over the top? That'll be interesting. I'll go for, let me try a skinny bridge first. So, what setting have I got it on? Can you not ramp these skinny bridges up, these skinny roads? Okay, maybe not. So 6 by 6, and then we'll do 6 by 6. Then I'll go up to 10 there. How does that look? Oh, hang on. I've literally killed the power. Literally killed the power in the whole town right now. Might as well just do it like that and then get rid of this one. And let me take a look at this bridge, because I've rammed it up very weirdly. Oh, wait. My move it tool. Right, pause. Let me delete. Where's my... This happened before in the past. Why does this game hate me today? I'm sure the game just hates me today. Like, Sonic, I've had enough of your nonsense. Get out of here. So yeah, the reason I'm building the bridge there is because it aids vehicles to travel from one side or the other without having to kind of integrate with this road network and stuff like that. And because I want to place in some bio buses because obviously they're eco-friendly. Oh, which now means I can get all that stuff back added in, can't I? These policies. My bad. So what did I've already forgotten what I placed in. It was more the city planning stuff, wasn't it? So heavy traffic ban. I wonder if I place all this stuff in right now, whether it will kind of break my industry again. I'll see what happens. I'll leave it to like that anyway, and we'll see what happens. At least I'm making profit off that industry anyway. I want to get some buses in, and it'll be a good idea to use the outer ring road to collect people, thus passing over here without throwing too many bus traffic on the big main intersection road, which I think will be pretty sweet. And see, now I want to do bridges everywhere. Now I kind of want to do bridges everywhere. Right, guys, just humor me for a second. Just humor me for a second right now, because I want to try something. Because it might be a way that I can reduce the amount of vehicles heading on these roundabouts and enable them to get to areas a lot easier without having to go the long way round. So this could be very interesting. It could be the worst thing I've ever done in my life. So please just bear with me. So you got to go 6 by 6 on each one. This could be the worst design thing I've ever done, guys, or it could be like the greatest thing I've ever done. I'm interested to find out what happens. So I'm trying to make it the same as what I did in the last one. So if that goes all like this, I could do a straight 6 over, but it doesn't really work that way. So if I go up by 8 and across. Oh, we're going to have to anarchy that. There we go. Nice little... Oh, I forgot we're all sloped and all over the place on this section. There we go. This is interesting. This feels like in the UK in like the 60s, 70s and 80s when architecture, I can't even say the word, in predominantly built up areas went on steroids and it just created the world's ugliest overpasses and stuff like that. It feels like that's what I've created right now. That is what I feel like I've created right now. Guys, is this even right? Should this even be illegal? Illegal? Should this be legal? I think this should be illegal right now, shouldn't it? But what I could do then, right, is then trees. You know, what trees have we got over here? They've got these ones, haven't they? Yeah. So if I bring the brush size down, this is Veganville. If I first get going around the roundabout, we create like a natural sound barrier. And then I'm going to slightly up the brush strength to... Nah, it's not really going to do what I want it to do, is it? So I'm just going to go a little bit crazy, placing down trees. And eventually they'll fully grow. And look pretty good. So I'm just going to have to kind of place the city on steroids for a moment. In terms of tree planting. The eco-friendly warriors living in this place will thank me later. That's pretty... You gotta admit, that's pretty cool. It alleviates the roundabout. It doesn't allow people to then have to walk or drive in ridiculous lengths to get to where they need to get to. And that's going to aid my bus traveling system that I'm now going to create. Oh, I like this. Just go a little bit more chaotic there. And I should really add a few little trees in the middle. Now, apart from them type of trees, we got to throw in like a different type of tree too. So I think I'll kind of, wherever I can, try and add a little bit of greenery around here before I do go dark green tree crazy, just to add a little bit of texture. If I just kind of, you know, spam a little bit too OTT. Just add a little bit of colour variation within the roundabout. I like it. You know, I actually like that. This is what Veganville is going to be all about. It's what it's going to be all about. So let me know what you think about these little overpasses. They are quite funky and weird, but we will learn. Well, will we learn to love them? I don't know. I don't know. How is the industrial area? Still surviving, even though I added those as policies in? Yes, it is, which is good to see. So I'm going to ramp up production slightly so I can make a few additional stuffs. So I will eventually move these production buildings. Cattle shed, we don't have any cattle just yet. No, none of that. Slaughterhouse, no. Is that the only one of those? We only have a flour mill? Interesting. We only have a flour mill to produce stuff from the farming area. But that quadruples my flour production right now. Yes, it does. So, again, we can turn the excess croppage output into flour, which will be a little bit more high value. We've now become a 4-star farm. GG, everybody. And I really like this. I really do. So let's now think about doing the biobus route. All it's really going to do is bring people from the downtown, the residential area, to the farm to work. That's really all I'm going to have it do for now. So the bus route then, we need biobuses, which is it this one? No, it's a trolley bus. Biobuses, biofuel bus depot. That's exactly what we need right there. So I'm going to squeeze this in over this area. And we'll just place it there for now. Nice. Now, do I have the depot in? Like, get the depot. Like, I don't know if all the other. I'm going to have to go for the same spiel again right now. So eventually we'll have a metro line. Get the metro hub in like there and like we have over here, because it's a way that we can integrate bus line to metro line and have sweet little routes connected. Now it does mean I need to pick a centralized location, which would be good. So I need to go to the transport hubs. It's this one. So where would we go? I could squeeze it, say here. I got to think of ways in which it will progress. But I feel like it would be more beneficial over on this side somewhere, because it goes north, south, east, and west. So I can have a subway line that runs up this way, which will go, you know, round and maybe finish there, and then the one that goes diagonal, left to right. Actually, no, put it here, because the left one can start here, go across that way, and it'll bend up that way. Then the north and south just goes directly up this side, where the east and west goes up that side, and then kind of meets at the top. Yeah, it's better to have it on this side, but we do have quite the gradient change. I'll place it here. So like I said, left to right will end here. Or actually could actually bend down here and end there. Kind of bend up that way and then go up in that way. This one could maybe come down and end right at the harbour there and then go up this side of the island. Yeah, we've got good coverage. Okay, we've got sweet good coverage. And we have a centralised transport hub too. So biobuses then. How do I make them biobuses? Is there like a separate thing, or is that just how it works? I think that might just be how it works. Maybe I've got to change the route to be a biobus. So I pick the first lane here and it comes out on this side there. So if I have them first, then initially stop here. Right. And then I'm going to bring them into this area so I can utilize the overpass to then stop here. We'll then bring them up to there. Up to there. To here. Actually, no. Cancel that. To here. Right, so I can kind of cut in a little bit. To then stop here to get this surrounding area. To then end back up at the depot. So as of right now, I would say that's probably one of the most efficient ways to collect the majority of people with the current layout that we have. It will change as time goes on. But that will do exactly what it's going to do to collect them to get them to the depot. Then we have a secondary route, which this then takes us up to the industrial area. So we'll have our first stop come into... We'll have it here. We'll have a stop there because I have dropped in some worker barracks. Have a stop there and then go back. There's nothing really fancy about that. It's just getting from point A to point B. I know that might not be the most efficient way to do it, but it is what it is. Now, this will be line 5 and 6, which they are biofuel. Is all these biofuel? I didn't realise we did a more biofuel. Okay. So, make this one red. So I can see where it is. Make this one green. I know that it's green and red on the other island as well, but it's separate islands. I can see the separate routes. Keep it simple. So are they really bio buses? What did I get set up here? A normal bus depot. So how are they bio buses? I'm so confused. I mean, I definitely didn't put bio buses on Oil Town. But apparently, I mean, the buses are still working anyway. Maybe it just defaults to that. Maybe. Who knows? So, I'm loving this roundabout now. I can't get over how good that looks. I mean, it might look terrible to you guys, but I'm so impressed. So impressed. So, peeps are waiting here right now. Oh, wow. Look at the change in Oh, I wish I had my move it tool. I either saw that next episode. For some reason, it's disabled itself. I think because I reloaded the game, maybe. Maybe that's what has happened. But yeah, we got a nice little system now up and running, which is quite exciting. In terms of the vegan ink, which I want you guys to give me some better name suggestions next episode, we can have up to 654 workers, which is pretty cool. What is the unemployment like in the whole area anyway? It's at 4%, so we could do with some more jobs. So I think I'm gonna finally fill up this area here. This area here. Why not? Why not? Why not? Because it's where the people come in via the boat anyway. How is the park doing? That's doing pretty good too. We're getting 18 people using that. I'm seeing there's quite a few people waiting for the buses anyway. Is there a bus stop here somewhere? It is just over here. So it's within walking distance. It's going to be handy. I mean, it's pretty walkable, these areas anyway. But the Veganville is looking pretty good. So this is the start of something great on this island right now. This is the start of something great. There is quite a bit of traffic, which eventually we can reduce it by implementing that train line, but I want to see if I can get something like eco-friendly, because that would be pretty sweet. What is the pollution like before we end it? So this is noise pollution. Not great. We can do better. We can do better. General pollution. All we've got is the production buildings over here. Wow, okay. That's the only pollution we got in Veganville. I'll take it. Fool's Kingdom. Fredonia. Oil Town. That's really cool to see. We got a little bit of a health issue right now, a little bit of a death wave going on, but it should be solvable. We've got adequate death care, maybe not so much over on this side. But now it's all about building the bank balance up right now, because in the next couple of episodes, all the current kingdoms that we do have down, Veganville, Fool's Kingdom, Fredonia, Oil Town, I want to then start expanding them and getting them like fully fledged and up and running as good as we can. And then maybe make some progress on building the downtown area of the Fool's Kingdom. So we can just keep progressing as far as we can. Which, again, I'm quite excited to be able to do. Guys, we're going to end it for here. Veganville is now up and running. Which, like I said, as time goes on, we'll do more expansions to it. But we've also got to think of a way that we can make the residents travel to the different kingdoms. So many questions I've asked you guys today to let me know in the comment section down below. I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with. But until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, good. Bye.